Steve-O wanted to blank, but had to cancel.
Staple his balls to something. That's what they do on the show.
Yeah.
Also, I do know the real answer.
Do you?
Steve-O wanted to get breast implants, but then he didn't because he got dragged. Am I right?
She don't be knowing shit.
Damn it! God damn it!
She don't be knowing.
God damn it! I swear to God, that's real.
I think that's right. I think you're right. I think that's
The answer is shoot a bullet through his face as a stunt. The biggest single donor to any party in the 2024 election is banking heir and railroad tycoon Timothy Mellon. Can anyone tell me what lost artifact Tim Mellon has spent a lot of time and money trying to find?
The heart from Titanic.
The answer is Amelia Earhart's plane.
I want it to be 3, but I feel like it's 1.
That's the same way I feel.
All right, we're gonna go with our heart or our head.
1.
1. That man has an Addams Family pinball machine in his office.
You think Doug Emhoff married to Kamala Harris. You think Kamala Harris is coming downstairs in the evening and she's going to allow
Wait.
an ugly...
3.
Yeah.
Don't let him bully you.
No, he's right.
Do not let him bully you.
3. He's right. She's not going for it. 3.
Doug Emhoff was Pizza Rat's lawyer. Oh. Here's your next headline. Restaurant apologizes after serving blank. Oh.
I mean, that's what gets served. You serve.
I feel like that might have earned our first bleep.
Oh, restaurant apologizes after serving. See you next Tuesday.
Restaurant apologizes after serving reenactors dressed as Nazi soldiers. Kith and Kin restaurant in Hudson, Massachusetts apologized after allowing 2 people in SS officer uniforms to dine inside the restaurant, saying, quote, in hindsight, they should have been asked to change before being seated.
Like, I don't have a problem with them reenacting anything, but once you put on the SS uniform and the reenactment's over and you say, hey, do you feel like getting something to eat? I'd probably say, you know what, I am hungry, but let me just quickly take off this SS uniform featuring the swastikas before we get our Grand Slam breakfast.
They probably were just real rude in the way that they ordered soup! Pancakes!
Former First Lady Melania Trump. Our 3 facts about her are, she's colorblind, she voiced the Aflac duck, she recorded a dance song under the name Nadia X.
Nadia X feels right.
Yeah. I would say she's colorblind because she has to look at that man all the time and act like he's not orange.
But then you would also need to be shape blind, ethics blind, morality blind, like so many things.
You're right, let's go with 3.
Yeah.
Okay, over here.
Voiced the Aflac duck? Like, in what world would that be true? Aflac.
Answer, Melania Trump once did a commercial where she voiced the Aflac duck.
Wow.
I love the gasp that just came over the room. She did?
Okay, this is the man who wrote the books about the hairy children.
The hairy what?
Isn't it the small people?
You think it's J.R.R. Tolkien
Oh
that
my God! Wait.
You know, he died like 100 years ago.
What did he
That's
write?
Game of Thrones, not Lord
Man,
of the
that's the same thing.
There's an elephant. That's a donkey. That's the caution.
Fentanyl.
Yep. Fentanyl.
Yes. Babies.
You can't have that fentanyl, little baby.
It's IVF.
Points. Rare Smelly Blank wins New Zealand Blank of the Year contest.
Fart, final answer.
Fart. The correct answer is Rare Smelly Penguin wins New Zealand Bird of the Year contest.
Did not think you were going to say penguin.
What did Trump say about ABC?
No.
He said it's the beginning of the alphabet, and that's why he loves it.
He said, always be clothing.
He said it's his favorite Jackson 5 song.
That's right.
Time for 3 facts about Dennis Quaid. Our facts are, claims to have seen Bigfoot in Montana. His favorite beverage is tap water with Splenda. He claims to have been on cocaine for every frame of Jaws 3D.
I don't think he would admit to being on cocaine for every frame of Jaws 3D.
I think it would literally be the first thing he would tell you if you asked him about being in Jaws 3D.
I feel like favorite beverages water with Splenda is so weird and specific. Our writers aren't that good.
But Roy, do you want to get invited back on the show?
Now, isn't he a Jesus man?
No.
He's not the crazy Jesus.
You're thinking of Randy Quaid.
That is what I'm
That is,
thinking of.
yeah.
Then I want to say on cocaine. That's what I want.
I want to go with water with Splenda. Now, look, I'm the team captain, so I don't want to tell you, Alex.
No, you're right. Splenda.
Okay. Dennis Quaid claims to have been on cocaine for every frame of Jaws 3D. For those of you that have not seen the film, Jaws 3D is just Dennis Quaid in a bathroom at 3 in the morning describing Jaws 1.
Roy, can I have the camera for 1 second?
Yeah.
To the writers of this show, I am so sorry. You are clever enough to come up with my favorite beverage is tap water mixed with Splenda.
I told him.
If I ever meet any of you, I will apologize in person. We have the Washington Monument, and we have a prosecutor, and we have the White House. This is Kamala's final message to America as she gets ready to maybe win on Election Day.
You're gonna win.
Or Tyler Perry's about to drop a new movie about the White House.
Do you think he'd cast Kamala or play Kamala himself?
No, he's gonna cast a Kamala, someone to play Kamala, like maybe like Robin Givens, but he's like Medea to Kamala, like he Medea and Kamala, like Kamala girl, you gotta go, you better smack him and like shooting in the White House.
I got a blank like Jennifer Aniston. Here's how it went.
An ass.
Jennifer Aniston got ass.
I was gonna say a blowout.
Astronaut shows you how to blank in zero gravity.
I mean, I know what we're all thinking, but that can't be the answer, right?
Do pee-pee. The astronaut's doing zero G pee-pee.
Astronaut shows you how to eat ketchup. Now, Ohio law enforcement, their focus has been on all of the craziness that's been happening in Springfield, which means they're late to respond to real problems within the state. The resources are imbalanced. So what was the real problem outside of Cleveland this week? And does anybody know what serious problem I'm talking about?
Does it involve fentanyl? Everything involves fentanyl, I feel
Yeah.
like, at this point.
Here's the real Ohio crime story we should have been focusing on this week.
Okay, here's something you don't see every day. An 8-year-old girl drove 11 miles in her mother's car to go shopping at a Target store outside of Cleveland. The driver called police after watching her swerve, you see, in and out of the lanes. She did admit to hitting a mailbox, but she won't face any charges.
No fentanyl was involved.
That we know about,
That we know
Roy.
of.
Now
Yeah.
for bonus points. Do you know what the police found her doing
Fentanyl.
at the time? What thing did Kamala do on Colbert that men love?
She drank beer.
Oh, I thought it was going to be she kissed another lady. That's what I thought it was going to be.
Points just for her.
Yeah.
Points for her. Correct. She cracked open a beer. Blank eruption in China leads to 30-foot high blank.
Farts, final answer.
30-foot high fart.
I was going to say toilet and diarrhea fountain.
You know what?
I'm going to go with panda eruption in China leads to 30-foot high panda tsunami. Wouldn't that be an adorable tsunami?
Yes, but unfortunately, I actually saw the images of this, and a sewer line burst, and there was a 30-foot high tower of shit.
So I was half right.
Double points.
Yay!
Your first headline. A Snoopy fan account blank, the Snoopy community revolted.
A Snoopy fan account posts nudes of Snoopy.
A Snoopy fan account endorsed Trump.
No.
points.
No!
Bonus points. Does anyone know what gift Mark Zuckerberg recently gave to his wife?
Morocco?
Mark Zuckerberg revealed last week that he commissioned a custom Porsche minivan for his wife. Kamala Harris said building the middle class would be a defining goal of her presidency and explicitly defined herself as what?
A sexy woman.
A pragmatic capitalist.
My answer has to be right.
Right at the top, VP Harris made sure to say this.
I'm a capitalist.
Kamala Harris's media blitz included non-traditional outlets like the podcast Call Her Daddy. How was one of the most popular women's podcasts in America characterized by the media?
Well, I think they pretended they'd never heard of it, right?
They called it an abortion factory? I'm just guessing the shit they would say.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
Sure. I'll go with that.
Now,
We're teammates to the
Yeah,
end.
no, of course.
Everything I say, you back it up.
I definitely,
Now you say it. Say the words I say.
I definitely want to say
Say it.
abortion factory.
she's right. They insulted the podcast and pretended they never heard of it. Last year, TGI Fridays tried to save their business by doing what?
Opening the rest of the week.
I got to give you the step on that one. That one's good. America's most secret spy agency now has blank.
TikTok? What do you think? Something open, something like now spy agency, it's a big surprise, now has...
I like your answer of TikTok, and I think you should believe in yourself. Look Roy right in the eye and say with all your might, TikTok.
TikTok. Podcast. Loose lips might not be the only thing creating tension between Elon and Boris. Why else might they be clashing?
Boris has been there a long time. He's probably jelly.
Jelly is short for jealous, Roy.
Okay. I appreciate that. Gates is out, so there has to be a replacement. Thursday night, Trump announced a more confirmable nominee. Who is the nominee?
Charles Manson.
Blobs that closed Australian beaches were made of blank, blank, and blank, scientists say.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
I'm gonna say Vegemite,
Yes. There it is.
kangaroo, and Kylie Minogue.
I think it's like there was some tar and oil, poop, and other crap.
Close enough points on this side. Blobs that closed Australian beaches were made of poop, weed, and meth, scientists say. Texas candidate blanks in campaign ad.
Shoots a gun, right? I don't want
Texas.
to get stereotypical, but...
It's Texas. There are a lot of justifiable Texas guesses of what you could be doing in a campaign ad.
It's either, I feel strongly about this, twerks
Oh.
or strips.
What?
And I'm gonna go with strips.
Okay.
Then you look Roy Wood Jr. dead in the eye, and you tell him strips.
Strips.
The answer, smokes a bong.
What were you?
Wow.